Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. So Austin Ammo Williams wins something called the IBF North American middleweight title. Does it get him a ranking? Fair enough if it does. But as a title, I mean, what am I the champ? What am I the champion of? I'm champion of IBF North America. Okay, maybe it's like the British title. Anyway, this was a really good learning fight for Williams because it showed some of his good points and it showed some of his bad points. And Steve Rolls, I mean, he came in with 22 wins, 12 KOs, 2 defeats. Edgar Berlanga beat him 2 fights ago over points, 10 rounds, and then his first defeat was to Gennady Golovkin. That was a 4-round knockout. But I tell you what, Steve Rolls is a very capable fringe contender, gatekeeper type who will give these sort of young guns plenty to think about. And he gave Austin Williams a lot to think about. Because Ammo Williams, he came in with the reputation. He's 27 years old, 6 foot tall. He's entering his, his prime, you might say, physical prime anyway. 14 wins with 10 KOs, no defeats, no draws. He was expected to win. He did win. It was 97-93 across the whole board. But he, like in his previous fight against River Wilson Bent, there were moments where you could see flaws in his game. And he comes out, he did in this fight, he came out, wide stance, high guard, sort of poses a lot, stands stock still, wants the opponent to come at him and throw punches. But Steve Rolls is crafty. He's very, very crafty. And he was able to sort of edge his way into the fight and make things different for Williams. Williams looked physically stronger and Williams looked like he had the heavier hands, no doubt. But Rolls was catching with a lot of backhand rights, the straight right and the right crosses were landing. Okay, there were single punches. But Williams was posing too much, and Rolls was feinting a lot. He was crafty. He was able to get in sometimes, maybe get a bit physical with Williams, although Williams I thought had greater physical strength. But there's no doubt Rolls, he made this kid work. And I don't know how old Rolls is. Is he mid-30s, something like that? But he didn't look like a shot fighter at all. He looked like he had plenty left. And he will, test these young kids. Williams has got to tighten up that defence, and he's got to be more on the front foot. His front foot game is a bit scrappy. If the guy comes to him, if an opponent comes to him and looks to exchange, because Williams is physically very imposing and has fast hands and hits hard, okay, he can handle that, although he does get hit. And I just wonder, I mean, to me, if I was his trainer, if I was on his team, I'd go away and I'd say, okay, we've got to shore up the defence a bit and we've got to improve the jab, use the jab more, because he can jab. He jabs fine, but he just doesn't do much of it. Maybe work on some feints. He just looked a bit... You can see the talent with Williams, but he just looks a little bit like... I'm almost tempted to say he's a bit lazy. He wants the opponent to come to him and do the work almost, and then he can counter. But if the guy is crafty, like a Steve Rolls, or let's say someone with a Steve Rolls mentality and style, who is more talented, who is genuinely, a top 10 or even a top 5 middleweight, I think Williams might struggle. But nevertheless, he did win the fight. All judges gave it to him, 97-93. That sounds about right. And he's going to move on, He's got 15 wins now, 10 KOs. He's been around the world. He was in Britain last time out. Back to the US. He's fought in Mexico. In fact, I think he's fought in Britain more than once. But anyway, he's okay. He's coming on. I wouldn't rush him. He's 27 now. I'll have another couple of 10 rounders, 12 rounders maybe. And the middleweight division, there is a sort of dearth of talent at the moment, so it's perfectly feasible Williams can pick up a belt or two. But, yeah. All right, what do you think? This was on the DAZN show. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments below as normal. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the like button as well. Apparently they count the likes. That's fine by me, whatever. But hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, spread the word about Joe Stunner Boxing. I'm looking forward to reading your comments, and I'll answer. It's getting to the point where there are so many comments I can't answer every one, but trust me, I do read them. And I'll click that little thumbs up thing. But give me your comments, let me know what you think, and yeah, I'm looking forward to reading them. All right, thanks for now, and I will speak to you soon. Take care.